Hi, my name is Rebecca White. I am currently employed at the GI lab at Memorial Hospital in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Just a little bit of background. I work in the GI lab. We do colonoscopies, we do EGDs, we also do pulmonary procedures, and we work pre-op, post-op, and intraoperatively. So we basically get rotated through weekly to different areas. Sometimes we're in pulmonary, sometimes we're pre and post, sometimes we're intra. So kind of the job kind of varies in that type of task. One way that we can work to prevent a HIPAA violation is not to discuss patient information with other employees in front of the patients, or just with other employees in general, unless it's something that is needed to be talked about. In our area, we have 6 bays in the front and 6 bays in the back. So it's basically one big room, but it's split up into 2 different areas. So we are very close to the patients at all times. It's just a curtain separating us. So it's very easy to get overheard, especially because there's just a curtain there. So one way is not to talk about the patient. Sometimes that's easier said than done, especially if we get frustrated or just dealing with patients in general. Sometimes, we can just kind of talk amongst ourselves, but it's very important that we maintain professionalism and only discuss if something's necessary, like to the charge nurse or that type of thing. Another suggestion is, which we currently have in place, I don't know that all hospitals do. We recently got Epic, a new Epic system, which is a new EMR system. And the screens actually have it's basically like a protective screen, if you will. If I'm standing above the screen, I can't see the screen. Only whenever I become eye level with it and I'm looking at it, do I see it. So any other angle, you're not going to see the screen. This helps to keep that extra layer of protection and privacy for patient information. So used to, when we had laptops, always close the laptop immediately when you leave your workstation. But with this certain type of glass that's on the screen, you actually cannot see it from any angle unless you're sitting right at your desk. I still minimize. I think it's good to get in a habit of teaching nurses to minimize if they're not using that particular, if you get up to walk away, etc. I still always minimize. That's very important to help protect information. You just never know, patients walking by, etc., that type of thing. So with the violations, we always want to make sure we do what we can to avoid violations. That's patients overhearing, patients seeing data, making sure our security systems are up to date. I know with Epic comes Citrix, which is a security program. If that security program is down, we are not permitted to access the program at all. That would be a direct violation with HIPAA. If your security system is hacked or breached, you do not access that program for fear that someone could easily hack you and get onto the program. So things like that are very important to make sure that we keep that at the forefront of our minds whenever we're discussing HIPAA and talking about patient data. We just always want to do what we can to protect that data. That's very important. Yeah. So like I said, working in GI lab, curtains, thin walls. You can easily hear what other people are saying. It is of utmost importance that we protect the confidentiality of the patients, especially since we're just in such close quarters and close proximities with others. Patients overhear everything. We'll go up to a patient and say, they'll ask us how much longer. I'm like, we have one person ahead of you. And the next person in the bay is going, wait, do I have one person ahead of me or do I have 2 people ahead of me? Because you just told them I had one person ahead of me. It's just that easy to break that confidentiality and to overhear. So We just have to make sure that we're extra cautious and we're professional, because no one wants their business spread around, and we also don't want to be fined. We don't want to have that any extra cost added to us, any violations added to us, and just in general we want to do what's best for the patient and put the patient first. Thank you.